Hello, this is Miss Tracy from K-12 Next Generation, and I had a most frustrating day the other day trying to meet with my children in Africa, and their internet kept going down. But what I would love to see was the fact that they had all over the front of the room all the Wilson letters, and they had their chip trading boards, and they are so ready to go. So until we can get that internet up, I'm going to keep doing videos for you, and we'll work together that way. We'll do our Wilson today, and if you notice on my board, I have put my F, L, and S on here. Those are the bonus letters. They're also sometimes called the floss letters. Okay. And I'm going to show you this and read it to you so that you will understand a little bit about floss letters, and you'll have this for your notebooks. Okay. When a one-syllable root word has a short vowel sound followed by the sound of l or s, it's usually spelled with an FF, LL, or SS. And they gave us some examples here, such as puff, sniff, and cuff. Notice just one vowel and it's short. And here they have kill, well, and doll, and boss, miss, and pass. Those were examples of that floss or bonus letter. You also notice that I have a green ALL up here, and that's something you don't have yet. So, this is what we're going to look at today. Before we do that, we'll do our drill, and I'm going to point to a letter, and you're going to tell me what the letter is and the sound. Okay? And I know you know to remember if. Okay, here we go. Good job. Now, I noticed something, and I don't know if you noticed it, but I noticed that we are missing something on this board. We are missing the A. And I don't know where it went. So for right now, until I can find it, we're going to have to pretend that it's there. So, I'm going to say a sound, and you're going to point to the sound that I say, tell me what the letter is, and the sound of the letter. Are you ready? Mm. Ah. Qu. Eh. I. Good job. Okay. So, this little ALL, all. It's called a welded letter, or welded sound. And sometimes it's also called a glued sound. So if you weld something or glue something together, what are you doing? You're sticking it together, and it's really hard to pull it apart, right? Okay. And that's the way it is with the all. It's a A-L-L, but we don't say A apple, ooh, okay? you say all, and it's welded. And when we tap it as one sound. So if I were to say ball, I would tap it b, all. Notice I have two fingers there because I have the A and double L, but they're welded, and I rub my fingers together to do that. So it's b, all, ball. Okay. Or it could be all, fall, all, fall. Now, I can actually take and put two consonants in front of this, and we'll get into what that is called shortly. But for right now, I bet you can probably figure this out. First of all, let me put the T there. And we have t, all, tall. T, all, tall. Now I'm going to put the s in front of it, and we have s, t, all. S, t, all, stall. S, t, all, stall. You see that? Okay. Let's see. Oh. We'll try one more. Let's do this one. All, mall, mall. All, all, small, small. Good job. Now, one other thing that we're going to start doing, and I'm going to do just one of them with you so that your teachers get a chance to see how I do it, if I can find the paper I want. I'm going to take and I'm going to write a sentence. And actually, pretty soon, you're going to start doing some dictation sentences yourself. And I'm going to just take one, and let's see, I'm going to say, and next time what I will do is type this up, because it's really a story. But I want to show you how we scoop when we're looking at sentences. Okay. All right. The hall was a mess. Now, pretty soon I'm going to do sentences and you're going to actually write them out. But right now, let's look at how we scoop them. We have the hall, okay, was a mess. The hall was a mess. Now, that's just sort of help so we can look at word parts or sentence parts. Okay? What was a mess? The hall was a mess. Do one more. And let's see. And we'll say, okay. Okay. They did not fuss at all. Now, That's a stop. Let's put it in here. And I'm going to show you how I scoop this. It's not the same way that Wilson does, but I like to make it a little smaller. First of all, I scoop what it's about, which is they. What didn't they do? They did not fuss. They did not fuss. And when didn't they fuss? They didn't fuss at all. Okay? Now, I'd like you to get out your piece of paper and pencil, and I'm going to give you a sentence, and I'll say it a couple of times. Then I want you to stop the video and write that sentence out and start it when you finish so that we can compare them. Okay? And I'll be writing it at the same time. Jim and Bill did the big job. Jim and Bill did the big job. Okay, I want you to write that. I'm going to write that. And if you need time, then turn off the video. Okay. So if you're not done, turn the video off because I'm going to show you what I wrote. Jim and Bill did the big job. Who did the big job? Jim and Bill did. What did they do? They did a big job. Did you remember that we start a sentence with a capital letter? And Jim is a proper name. It's the name of somebody, so it would be a capital letter anyhow, as is the name Bill. So that would be a capital letter. Did you remember to make that capital? Okay. And the sentence is a statement. It's telling us something, and so it ends in a period. Okay. All sentences begin with a capital letter, and they end in a punctuation mark. It could be a period for a statement, or maybe I said, did Jim and Bill do the big job? Then I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, and so that would be a question mark. Or I could say, Jim and Bill did a big job. Now it's an exclamation point. Okay? Do you hear the difference between when I tell you, when I ask, and when it's kind of excitement or wow type of thing? So today we reviewed bonus letters. And we looked at the welded or glued sound ALL. And we also looked at writing sentences and how to scoop them. And we looked at what sentences always begin with, and that they always end with a punctuation, which could be a period, a question mark, or an exclamation. So the next time we get together, I'm going to show you a couple more of those glued or welded sounds. We'll play some more with those, do some more dictation, and some writing together. And until then, I can't wait to see you. We'll talk again soon.